What's going on, Bears Nation? Welcome back to Bears News Fan Report, your #1 destination for all the latest updates, breaking news, and in-depth analysis on our Chicago Bears. Today I've got something brewing that's going to spark some serious debate in the comments section, and I need you to stick with me through this entire video because what's happening in our backfield right now could define the trajectory of this season and beyond. So, let me paint a picture for you. We're sitting here in Week 13 of the 2025 season, and the Chicago Bears have something we haven't had in years, a legitimate, productive rushing attack. I'm talking second in the entire NFL with over 142 yards per game on the ground. That's not a typo. That's reality. Ben Johnson has transformed this offense, and the running game is a massive part of why we're seeing success. But here's where things get interesting, and here's why you need to pay attention to every word I'm about to say. There's a shift happening right now, a changing of the guard that nobody saw coming back in April when we were all screaming for Ryan Poles to draft Ashton Jeanty or TreVeyon Henderson in the early rounds. Remember those debates? Remember how frustrated we were when the Bears didn't pull the trigger on a premium running back? Well, it turns out Poles might have been playing chess while we were playing checkers, because what's unfolded over these past 12 weeks has been nothing short of remarkable. Let me take you back to the offseason for a moment. D'Andre Swift was coming off his first year in Chicago, a year where he showed flashes but never quite lived up to the expectations that came with his 3-year, $24 million contract. Bears Nation was divided. Some thought we needed to move on immediately. Others believed he deserved another chance under new coaching. The consensus was pretty clear, though. We needed to address the running back position in the draft with a high-impact prospect who could take over as the featured back. Draft day came and went. No Jeanty, no Henderson, no first or second-round running back at all. Instead, in the 7th round, with one of those late picks that usually turns into a camp body, the Bears selected Kyle Monangai out of Rutgers. Most of us barely noticed. A 7th rounder? Come on, how much impact could he really make? Well, Bears fans, I'm here to tell you that we might have just witnessed one of the biggest draft steals in recent Bears history. Fast forward to now, and Monangai has been absolutely electric when given opportunities. Through 12 weeks, he's carried the ball 99 times for 461 yards and 4 touchdowns. But here's the number that really matters. He's averaging 4.7 yards per carry. That's elite efficiency. That's exactly what Ben Johnson wants from his running backs, and that's the kind of production that wins football games in this league. Now let's talk about Swift for a second, because this isn't about disrespecting what he's done. The man has been solid this year, legitimately solid. He's got 142 carries for 649 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging 4.6 yards per attempt. Those are respectable numbers. Those are the kind of numbers that justify his contract. Swift has been a professional, he's been productive, and he's been a key part of why our rushing attack ranks second in the NFL. I want to make that crystal clear before we go any further. But then Week 12 happened, the Steelers game, and everything changed in the span of 60 minutes. Swift carried the ball 8 times for just 15 yards, and to make matters worse, he put the ball on the ground with a fumble. Meanwhile, Monangai was out there making defenders miss, hitting holes with authority, and showing everyone why he's been climbing up the depth chart all season long. The contrast was stark. The difference was undeniable, and Bears Nation took notice immediately. I ran a poll right after that game asking you, the fans, a simple question. Should Kyle Monangai take over as the Bears' RB1 for the rest of the season? And the response absolutely floored me. It wasn't close. It wasn't even a debate. The overwhelming majority of Bears fans want to see Monangai get the starting role moving forward. We're talking about a massive shift in public opinion, a clear mandate from the fan base, that it's time to see what this 7th-round rookie can really do with a full workload. And you know what? I get it. I completely understand where you're all coming from. Monangai brings something different to the table. He runs with a violence and urgency that gets you out of your seat. He's got that low center of gravity that makes him incredibly difficult to bring down. He hits the hole decisively without dancing around. And most importantly, he's been more efficient on a per-carry basis than Swift all season long. Those are facts. Those are numbers that don't lie. But here's where we need to have a real conversation about what this means for the Bears moving forward. Swift is still under contract, he's still getting paid good money, and he's still a veteran presence in that locker room. You don't just bench a guy like that without serious consideration of all the factors involved. Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles have to weigh the immediate performance versus the long-term implications, the locker room dynamics versus the on-field production, the financial investment versus the rookie development. What I will say is this: if Monangai continues to outperform Swift when given opportunities, the decision becomes easier and easier. This is a results-oriented league, and coaches have to play the guys who give them the best chance to win. Period. No one cares about draft capital or contract numbers when you're trying to make the playoffs and build something special. You play your best players, and right now, there's a legitimate argument that Monangai is our best running back. Think about what this could mean for our offense going forward. A fresh, explosive rookie running back with something to prove, running behind an offensive line that's getting better every week, in a scheme designed by one of the brightest offensive minds in football. That's a recipe for success. That's the kind of combination that can carry you deep into January and beyond. Monangai has shown he can handle the workload, he's shown he can produce in meaningful games, and he's shown he has the skill set to be a three-down back at this level. And let's talk about the financial aspect for a second, because it matters. Swift is making significant money, and if Monangai can give you similar or better production on a seventh-round rookie contract, that's massive for roster construction. That's money you can allocate to other positions. That's cap flexibility that allows you to build a more complete team. Ryan Poles has been masterful at finding value in unexpected places, and Monangai might be the crown jewel of that philosophy. Now, I'm not saying Swift is done or that he can't bounce back. He's a talented player who's had success at the highest level. One bad game doesn't erase everything he's accomplished. But in the NFL, you're only as good as your last performance. And right now, momentum is clearly on Monangai's side. The fans want to see him, the production support's giving him more touches, and the eye test tells you he's got that special something that can't be taught. As we head into Week 13 against the Eagles, all eyes are going to be on that backfield rotation. How many touches does Monangai get? Does Swift bounce back and reassert himself as the lead back? Does Ben Johnson go with a true committee approach? These are the questions that will define not just this game, but potentially the rest of our season. Because if Monangai seizes this opportunity and runs with it, we might be looking at the future of the Bears' running back position right now. Here's my take on where this is heading. I think Monangai has earned the right to be the featured back for at least the next few games. Let's see what he can do with 15 to 20 carries. Let's see if he can maintain that efficiency with a larger workload. Let's see if he's truly ready to be the guy. And if he proves he can handle it, then you ride the hot hand and don't look back. Swift can still have a role. He can still contribute in certain situations. But the future might be now with number 22. The beauty of this situation is that we actually have options. We have two capable running backs who can contribute to winning football. That's a luxury not every team has. Whether it's Monangai taking over completely or a more balanced split, we're in a good position at the running back spot. But based on recent performance and the clear voice of Bears Nation, I think we all know which direction this should go. So here's what I want to know from you, and I really want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think Kyle Monangai should be the Bears' starting running back for the rest of the season? Should Swift get one more chance to prove he's still the guy? Or do you want to see a true committee approach where both backs get significant touches? Drop your comments below, and let's have a real discussion about what's best for this team moving forward. And listen, if you want to stay on top of every Bears development, every roster move, every piece of breaking news as it happens, you need to subscribe to Bears News Fan Report right now. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, because we're bringing you the content you need to stay connected to this team we all love. Share this video with your fellow Bears fans, because this conversation is just getting started and everyone needs to be part of it. Bear down, and let's go get this win against Philly. See you in the next one.